To log into code.org, we go to Google Chrome in my home page. Then, after we find my home page, we'll go ahead and find the CODE right down here. After opening CODE, code.org, we're going to look for our grade. I'm going to use second grade as an example, and then we'll find our teacher. I'm going to use Mrs. Elkin as my example today. We're going to find our name, click it to open it up, and then remember you've got 2 secret words to log yourself in. So the 2 secret words that you need to enter are on your card. Put those 2 secret words in, and then sign in. So today we're going to work again with building algorithms, step-by-step directions to complete some sort of task. We're going to give the computer the steps necessary to do the things we want them to do. In this case, we're going to create art with our computers today. We're going to draw different shapes. So we are going to come down. We've got 10 puzzles here in our coding lessons. It starts off with a video that I want you to watch because it does a good job of explaining how to move the artist and how to turn the artist. Then we're going to move on to this level here. So this first one, number 2, it gives you a chance to play around with all of these different blocks that we have. So you get to kind of pick and choose and do whatever you want. You can do how much or how little. Just as a brief kind of overview, what we're going to do here is when we help tell the artist to move forward, we get to pick the amount of pixels that he moves forward. So in this case, when he goes forward 100 pixels, the line looks like this. But I can change that value. If I click down there and use my keyboard to type in another number, let's try what 1 pixel looks like. I wonder. I'll click reset and run. Here's what 1 pixel looks like. Oh, that's a little dot. Maybe I want to do like 1,000. Ooh, 1,000 pixels. What will that look like? Well, that's so many drew off the screen. So we get to play around with that. I'm going to stick to maybe 100, and I'll also maybe try a turn right. And then I'll draw again so that he will draw something else. Okay. I could change the degrees if I wanted to. If I click here and change maybe on 120, what will that look like? So this is how I can draw different shapes like that. Maybe I'll draw, maybe this time it'll go 200. And I'm also going to use a red block. I wonder what that color will do. So I go, and then I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to turn this way. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn this way by this amount, and then I'll go forward again. So now I'm going to go forward. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you see right here how it didn't draw anything? That's because I used a jump block. Notice that the jump block is different than the move block is. The jump block will jump your character forward but not draw anything. So if I did want to draw something, then I'm going to want to make sure that I'm drawing with a move block. And when you're done, we're going to click on the finish button so that we can go on to our next couple of puzzles. Okay. As we continue on, here's a few other puzzles that you're going to see. You're going to see puzzles that look like this. We're going to have to draw a square, a part of a square. The directions will always show you how much to draw. Each line is 100 pixels long, it says. So I'm going to go forward by 100 pixels, turn right, and then go forward again. This is going to be a pattern that we follow. In all the shapes that we do today, we're going to move and then turn and then move and then turn. And because we're going to draw nice looking shapes, normal shapes, we'll always be turning the same way, whether it's left or right. So what you're going to find is really important is to find what the pattern is. Forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right. It's keeping with that pattern until we can complete this square. Forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right. Click run, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right. The pattern will always stay the same. Now, sometimes you're going to change up how much you move. In this case, forward by 100. Let's see, the directions say 100. And then it says 120 degrees this way. So forward, left. Forward, left, forward, left, like that. We're going to run it. Forward, left, forward, left, forward, left. Perfect. Now, we'll also draw some rectangles, and this is where you might have to read the directions and think. Rectangles have a long side and a short side. So when we draw, the long side, it tells us is 200. The long side is 200. Then we use our pattern to turn, and then we do a short side. The short side, it says, is 100. Long, short. Then I'll do my pattern. Turn right, go long. What was my long side again? My long side is 200. Turn right. What was my short side again? My short side is 100. Let's see what this looks like. Long, short, long, short. It's all about finding those patterns to help solve these puzzles. Here's another one, number 7. All right, this is another square. How long are the sides? 200. I'm going to have to change the values in here by clicking and typing 200. Does that work? It does. Forward, I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to change this. Forward, left, forward. Does that work? Let me run it and see. Forward, left, forward. It works so far. So if I have forward, left, forward, what's my next block? Left. That's right. Not right, that's left. That's correct, I should say. We're going to do that one. We'll move on to this other one. This one is a challenge puzzle. See if you can try the challenge puzzle. It tells you what the sides are. The pattern will stay the same. Forward, turn right. 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 But you're going to have to figure out how much forward you have to go and how much right you have to turn. That's the challenge part. If you get past the challenge, good job. You go on to 9. It looks like this, and 10 looks like this. To pay close attention to those directions to make sure you know how much to turn. This is just a multiple choice question. If you get to 10, you click what you think is correct, and then you run it and you see if you're right. Now, if you do, great. If not, okay. If you get to the end, congratulations. I don't want you to go any further than that. You can stop right there when you get all the way done with all of these puzzles. You can head to my homepage and choose a free choice activity to end the day together. Try to do your best, though. Try to solve all those puzzles. Remember, it's a pattern. Forward, turn, forward, turn, forward, turn. And today's pattern, the turns will always be the same direction. So when you're running into problems, make sure you are checking, are you turning right or are you turning left? Those directions will be super important. That's it for today. Remember, computer science will change the world, and you get to be a part of that change.